Good morning. Welcome one, welcome all to Chronically Happy's Dashcam Diary of a Disabled. Today's topic is just a little bit of an update. I've been finally getting a little bit better of sleep. I'm on my way to my primary care doctor appointment. I am extremely behind schedule. I was going to take a shower this morning. I got sidetracked with my ADHD-ness and doing everything but getting ready to go. Quite typical of me. Now let's do everything but what I need to be doing at this moment. I don't know, it's just because I like to come home and like be ready for whatever I need to do next. I don't know. I sat around too long this morning, just BSing with my mom, playing with my dog. Trying to get my dog fed, pick up her poop outside. At least it's 53 degrees this morning. By yesterday's 41 degrees, and like it was cold as F all day yesterday. Like I wore my heated gloves all day yesterday. In fact, I need to turn these suckers on. And I didn't charge them for very long, so I know my heat's not going to last. But I love my heated gloves. They are definitely a game changer when it comes to mornings and trying to get warm. My body temperature doesn't like to work very well. But yeah, so today's agenda includes just my primary care doctor appointment, which is my weekly. I'm going to update him on what I've been doing to help myself, to advocate, to keep getting further in my medical journey of getting the proper treatment. I am still quite unhappy with my immunologist's office. I have had Hizentra, the company that gave me a free trial of my subcutaneous IgG infusions from my primary immunodeficiency disease about 2 years ago. I'm only allowed one free trial in a lifetime. It really seemed to help me feel a little bit better overall. Less flares, in general, less inflammation and swelling, helping pull me out of place, out of alignment, out of my spine. So I'm still doing the workup towards spinal cord surgery, and I am so happy to say, I think I even announced it already in one of my videos, and if I had, I might not have posted the video. But I am now, May 1st, going to be getting my tethered spinal cord MRIs. It's going to be like an hour and a half long. I got to make sure I have my anxiety meds for that one to help calm the nerves down so I don't keep twitching like I kind of did in the last one, because it's such a long time to try and lay still, and they have to do like flexion and extensions to see what is moving and what isn't moving how it's supposed to, and there's a protocol that they do for doing tethered spinal cord MRI. It has to be ordered specifically for tethered cord, and a lot of the time the MRIs will still miss the tethered cord. It's not a foolproof way. The only way is to have surgery and find out. So it's like F around and find out. But it was to my advantage that I got that surgery last time, and I relieved so much of my pain. And now that all this pain has been returning, it's been really awful to manage. And luckily today and yesterday haven't been too bad yet. It depends on what I do. With doing my parents' 50th anniversary invitations, that was a lot on my body to sit at a computer for so many hours on end. This is why I can't really have any type of job. I can't be on my feet for too long. I can't sit for too long. And I can't lay for too long. Even sleeping. Like, sleeping is the most dangerous, because that's the most often that I pull myself out of alignment, is from sleeping and being in one position for too long. I'm extremely unstable. Let me repeat this again. I am extremely unstable inside my spine and my joints. So anything for a long period of time or repetitive motions is really bad on me, and it causes me to be in extreme pain. trying to function properly, but numbers go all out of whack and labs turn out wonky or normal, but I'm still experiencing symptoms. And then there's like no explanation for the symptoms that I'm feeling because there's no lab test that can really verify one way or another. And that's what a lot of my friends with EDS are really experiencing right now. A lot of them are fighting for their lives in the ER and in the hospital off and on because of doctors don't understand us. We're alien. Let me repeat that. We're almost like aliens because doctors don't know how to help us with EDS. So it's imperative to go to doctors that know more than the average doctor about EDS. And unless they have a specialty EDS clinic, they really don't know jack or sheet about anything. We as the chronic illness warriors are the experts in our field of EDS. We can tell you what is going on. It's up to the doctor to listen to what we have to say and to learn. And a lot of doctors don't want to learn about EDS because they don't want to hear it. They know their egos, they know what they know, and they know what they specialize in. And if it's not EDS, then they really don't give two sheets about it. I'm a little fired up because of my friends in the hospital fighting for their lives in the UK right now, because the UK health system isn't very helpful for EDS either. So worldwide, the awareness needs to keep going, and May is EDS Awareness Month. I've tried to participate in the past, but I'm just so unreliable. I don't do a post every day like I say I was going to in the last few years. Because it's also my birth month, so I'm trying to celebrate and have fun and not really be on social media all the time. Although I will be posting a lot for my birthday because I'm documenting my EDC experience. As with many influencers that do it for Coachella and many other festivals, EDC is still gaining more and more traction every year. And there's still always going to be those groups of people that are like, it's too crowded, it's too popular, it's too trendy now. Well, who gives an F? Really. If it's something that you love and you enjoy to do, then go for it. I say do it. I don't care what people have to say about me participating in it. I'm going to do what I'm going to do regardless, and I'm going to enjoy the F out of it, and I'm going to have fun, and I'm going to live my happiest life possible. And if that helps me get out of bed and dance and do a 3-4 day long festival and wear myself to the bone, I'm going to, because I want to live my life and I don't want to live in fear of my diseases and invisible illnesses. I have to keep them in mind and I have to always think about them, but I also try to forget about them and try to still enjoy my life and not be this poor me all the time. Like, I'm sick, I got these problems, oh, well, this is an excuse why I don't do this or that, oh, I'm lazy, you know. No. And I'm not showing all the good parts of my life all the time. I don't show just the great parts about everything. I show the bad and the ugly, man. That's what life is all about. Life isn't all about happiness. Even though it's in my name, I'm chronically happy. You are allowed to be happy and have more than one feeling at one time. It's okay to have more than one feeling. You can have more than just happiness. You can be mad and happy at the same time too. You can be sad and happy. You can be sad and mad at the same time. You can be frustrated and depressed at the same time. All feelings are just relative, and it's relative to how you want to feel, and only you can change your feelings. So don't let your environment or those around you change your feelings. Be who you want to be and feel the feelings that you are meant to feel, because I feel like society wants us to be robots. Maybe that's why we're going to so many AI things. We're tired of people having feelings and opinions about things. I don't know. But I'm not tired about having feelings. I'm tired of ignoring my feelings. I'm tired of being told to not have feelings or opinions, or if my viewpoint doesn't align with other people's, then I'm not worthy. That's not true. I am worthy of having a wonderful life. I'm worthy and happy, and I deserve happiness. I'm entitled to my own happiness. I just have to entitle myself and allow myself those feelings. You have to allow yourself to feel feelings, no matter what. Otherwise, you're just not going to get anywhere. And it's okay to be a man and have feelings. I respect men that actually do acknowledge their feelings. A lot of men don't want to acknowledge that they have feelings at all. They want to be the macho robot, take care of everything, the brunt of everything on their shoulders. But it catches up to a guy, man. In your older age, and men, it catches up to you. All the things you coulda, shoulda, woulda done, but you didn't. And then you start to really just be a disgruntled old man, a grumpy old man. I mean, or lady. I mean, I don't know who's grumpier, my mom or dad. I can't tell. But they're 4 years apart. My dad's slightly older. Wiser? I don't know. I'm just joking. I think my parents are wonderful. I think they're both wise, and they deserve every bit of grumpiness that they have, because of the things that they've gone through and experienced, and their ups and downs in life. They've been married for 50 years. My mom got married to my dad at 18 years old. My dad was 20, and it was almost a quick wedding because my dad was in the Navy, and so in order for my mom to go with him, they had to get married. So they got married. My parents moved down to Long Beach, California, and my dad did a tour towards the end of the Vietnam War. He chose the Navy because he was going to be drafted regardless. So he wanted to choose the branch he went into. So he chose Navy, just like his dad. His dad was in the Navy. My dad was in the Navy, and then I went in the Navy. Third generation Navy right here, and unfortunately the last. If I had to have children, and if they wanted to choose the military, I would have been like, you should go Navy if anything. But it's all in what my kids would have wanted to do. But I never had the opportunity to have kids because a lot of my diseases have infertility. It causes so much infertility, almost all of them. Like, it would have been a miracle for me to have a baby. Not from really lack of trying, even with the wrong partners. It was not meant in my cards. And it's sad because I think I would have made an amazing mother, especially in my 30s. But instead, in my 30s, I was dealing with going to college and figuring out why I'm so freaking disabled because I got medically discharged at age 28. Well, no. Age 28 is when I started the pain. Age 30 is when I got discharged from the Navy. I spent 2 years in the Navy trying to get better and not understanding the underlying reason on why I wasn't healing and why I wasn't getting better. It only took me 8 years of college and researching and diagnosing myself and then getting diagnosed by doctors until I finally figured out what the heck I needed to do to help myself. Now I know how to help myself, but now it's just getting doctors to agree to help me with what I need help with. And unfortunately, a lot of them are medications they don't like to prescribe. Today, I'm fighting for my right to have some more pain medication. I told myself I was getting off of it, and I was. I seriously am trying to get off of them. But to taper, it's harder for me to taper, especially with high pain days. And with the extreme pain that I've been having with doing the invitations and sitting for long periods of time. And the extreme amount of pain that I've been feeling since my fall in December. It's just, I don't know how realistic it is for me to be off of them completely right now. I was going to give it my full shot, and if he turns me down today, you know what, that's going to be okay too. I'm not going to be upset or mad, because my body needs a break from the pain meds. They seriously do, now that I'm tolerant on the Vicodin. It has changed the brain chemistry in my brain. It alters it so you don't have as much much serotonin. It depletes your serotonin and dopamine levels after long-term use of opioids, and that's why they end up being like either zombies or angry. And this is a very common side effect to Vicodin, and it's more common in Vicodin than it is the other painkillers like Percocet or Oxy. Although I feel and I think, I haven't quite done more research upon it, but I do know that pain medication long term, it makes me more short fused. I don't have the patience, and it's because I'm still getting breakthrough pain, and it's because my body became tolerant of it. So now I have to rewire my brain to not be tolerant of the pain medication, and I have to either change the pain medication to Percocet, or I just need to get off of it, period. And I would prefer to get off of it, period. However, with my pain days, I never know when I'm really going to need it. And at this point, I take them just so I don't feel sick to my stomach. And I'm not in that much pain right now. So it's trying to decide every single day, because every single day is different with my pain. And it's hard to decide. Do I take a painkiller today or do I not? Is this going to get worse? Let's think about the activities I need to perform today. If I can be in bed, I will, but I need to also stay out of bed, because that is the most likely chance that I am to unalign myself and hurt myself more, because my muscles are relaxed. I need to tighten my muscles. I need to tighten and strengthen everything. But when you go to try and start to do that, you start pulling things out, and then it creates muscle spasm, and then you're working out muscles that are in the incorrect positioning. So then you don't really work out the muscle that you're supposed to be working out, because the joint itself is not working correctly, because it's popping out of the encapsulated connective tissue, the joint bubble that the joint's in. Mine is broken down because of my connective tissue issues. It doesn't work properly. So my joints go too far in the direction that they shouldn't go. And without very, very guided workouts and observation of me moving my joints, I am more likely to hurt myself trying to do it on my own and doing the exercises and physical therapy on my own at home. I need, for my own anxiety and my own physical pain and problems, I need to have hands-on observation when I do exercises at all times. Otherwise, I will end up hurting myself. I hurt myself daily just doing movements and breathing improperly. So how am I supposed to do that? I tried by getting a caretaker to have them come to my house daily to help me with these exercises. I need to have a caretaker go with me to a physical therapy place that would only most likely offer me physical therapy 2 times a week. So if I had that caretaker go with me, they could see what exercises I need to do. They can be guided on how I need to make sure I don't hyperextend and what it looks like when I do hyperextend. They need to be very properly trained in how to help me do my physical therapy at home. This is in an ideal world. This is what would be the most beneficial treatment for me as an EDSer, until I can get the motions and everything on my own. But with my ADHD, it's so easy for me to lose focus on what I'm doing and think about something else while I'm doing exercises that I end up hyperextending. It's so dangerous for me to do any kind of exercises without very close observation and hands-on approach. And unless I can get that, I mean, my physical therapist at OHSU that has the most experience with EDSers, she's like, you got to be doing this shit every day. You got to do this every single day the rest of your life. And I'm like, okay, well, what's that going to do to my anxiety? Because my anxiety is going to feed into, I'm going to injure myself, and then I do injure myself, and then the anxiety spins out of control even more. So it's like, I need more assistance. I need hands-on, and I need it every day of the week. But yet, the state says I make too much money in order to get Medicaid, so I'm not allowed to have a caretaker because I make too much money on my fixed income of disability. So there's that story for you. I'm at my appointment and I'm just right on time. I gotta check in right now. My appointment starts now. So peace out. Love you. Keep smiling. Life is beautiful. Life is short. Tell those that you love them because you never know when the last chance will be. Peace out.